So guys, we're just coming off the back of another successful Web Warrior Protocols event. John, you managed to snag one of the undefeated trophies.
I did, I managed to snag the trophy and I get a nice shiny little reality gem on Longshanks.
You also got the reality gem, didn't you? Because the event we're talking about was part of the Infinity Series. So that was the 13th of August, which is this weekend just gone. We've got the next event in the Infinity Series hosted by Web Warrior Protocols later in the year, which is 26th of November.
It is.
And then we've also got the 4th instalment of the Illuminati Invitationals, which is going to be on the 2nd of October, which is some of the guys' birthdays as well, so it should be a good laugh.
They're always a good laugh, always quite good.
However, the event I wanted to talk about today is Last Minute Carnage. So, with less than 2 weeks to go, there was some space in the events calendar and some space down at Brum, so we've decided to throw up another one-day event called Last Minute Carnage, quite aptly I think.
Yeah, I think.
And it's just going to be a one-day event held over at Brum, as I've said. So, just wanted to quickly run through some of the details for that event and where you can get your tickets. So, the event is going to be held at Brum. It is the 27th of August, and tickets are going to be £20 each. I'm going to put a link down in the description below with the event pack, where you can find details of how to pay. It's just through PayPal as friends and family to aaroncollier@gmail.com. All of those details are down in the pack below. John, do you want to quickly run us through sort of the structure of the event?
Yeah, let's do it. So it's going to be 4 rounds of Swiss pairings.
Yep.
So Longshanks will be used. So all games will be registered on Longshanks. All results will be recorded on Longshanks. Strength of schedule will be obviously the main determinant after undefeateds and obviously win and loss records.
Yep.
Followed by VPs.
Yep. So that's the way we run all the events that Web Warrior Protocols hosts. We do have some other cool, funky prizes, such as. So the first one of our extra prizes is called Blood to Spare. John, do you want to explain this one?
Yeah, Blood to Spare is always one of my favourite ones. So it tends to be, the way it's done is you keep a track of the amount of models that you have dazed or the amount of models that are KO'd. You get 1 point for each of your models that is dazed and 1 point for each of your models that is KO'd. And then the person who had the most of their own models dazed and KO'd at the end of the event wins Blood to Spare.
Yeah, so at the reality event just gone, it was Owen that won. I think at the end of the day, he had like 37.
Yeah, something like
models.
9 models
Dazed
and
and
KO'd each game.
So it's pretty crazy. It took a real kick in the end that earned him Blood to Spare. The one change we are going to make to this award is that grunts in any individual game can only give you 2 towards your Blood to Spare count. Just to stop people having a grunt that dives every single turn and racks up 5 or 6 points.
I think that sounds fair.
Yeah, so that's Blood to Spare. And next up we'll talk about Dance Off Bro. So, Dance Off Bro is another one of our funky awards. So this one, you score a point every time your chosen leader dazes or KOs an enemy chosen leader. So, John, if you and I are playing, you're running X-Men with Storm as your leader and I've got Miles
getting no points.
in the Web Warriors. If Miles dazes Storm, I get a point. If he then goes on to KO, I get 2 points. So across 4 games, that's a potential of 8 points that you can earn. Just in case anyone brings A-Force along with She-Hulk, if your opponent dazes or KOs her with their leader, that's going to be 2 points for their Dance Off Bro. So at the end of the event, the person who's managed to rack up the most of the Dance Off Bro points is going to win the Dance Off Bro trophy. So, we've all heard that luck isn't a superpower. However, I believe very much so that it is. So, one of our awards is called Luck Isn't a Superpower. For this award, it's plain and simple. At the end of the event, we'll use a random number generator to pick one person off of the rankings of the event, and they will win Luck Isn't a Superpower. However, there is a little bit of a twist, as we saw this weekend.
Oh, it was mad this weekend.
So if you've already won a prize, such as Dance Off, Most Sporting, Best Paid, then we redraw the number. So this weekend just gone, we drew the person that had Most Sporting. So we had to redraw it and drew you.
It did draw me after that.
You had the undefeated, so then we redrew it again and eventually ended up with Chris Young, who hadn't won anything else, so he got the trophy.
Which was quite fitting considering he'd finished just below the trophy.
Yes, which is really
It was
nice.
quite nice.
So yeah, that's another one of our extra awards. So...
A little trash panda.
Other than that, we also have what's known as the Trash Panda Award.
This is my favourite named
John,
award.
this is a very, very elite club of players. I think
it is.
We've only had 4 or 5 Trash Pandas and they all wear that badge with pride. I think, was it Paul Horton might have been the very first one?
Paul Horton was the very first one.
The first Trash Panda.
And I know Dean
Stinton got it at the last event. So there's a few of them knocking around and there'll be plenty more to come. What the Trash Panda Award is, it's for the player that places dead last. So it isn't a super competitive event. But we do want to make sure that a huge spread of people get awards if possible. So whoever places dead last in the event will get the Trash Panda award, which is basically a wooden spoon.
Yeah, but it sounds much better being called
Sounds
a Trash
much
Panda
better
than
than
a
called the
wooden
Trash
spoon.
Panda.
Without question.
What we like to do instead of first, second and third is to do 2 undefeated awards. These are for the top 2 players, and this is because if we go above 16 people, we can end up in a situation where 2 people are undefeated. It doesn't really feel right to only give one of them the first place. So instead, what we do is we have 2 undefeated trophies, which both have equal prizes for the top 2 players. If we ever get less than 16 players, then the second place will just get an undefeated trophy, which they can use as bragging rights.
Yeah, it's quite nice if you finish second to go, I was undefeated.
Third place does still get its normal third place trophy with some vouchers alongside it. The last awards, as I'm sure you'll have come to expect at any event you go to, are most sporting and best painted. So, again, these are awards that have nothing to do with gameplay. Both of these are voted for by the players anonymously. So everyone gets a vote as to who was their most sporting opponent throughout the day. And either at lunchtime or between one of the rounds, everyone sets up their rosters and we get everyone to vote for who's the best painted roster. That's not judged by me in any way at all. It is just basically I taking a number of votes, count them all up and then tell everyone who won.
Yeah, they're quite nice awards because they're done by the community that's there on the day.
So it lets
everybody votes for painted, everybody votes for most sporting. It's quite nice to see you cover that.
So that's the last of the awards.
It is, there's a lot of them.
Of 9 awards in total. That is for every Web Warrior Protocols event that I would host, and that is what's going to be happening at Last Minute Carnage.
Sounds good to me.
So, as I said already earlier in the video, the event is going to be on the 27th of August at Brum. Everything you need to know is down in the descriptions, and we've just broke down all the prizes that you know. If you'd like to ask any questions at all, please feel free to message myself on our Facebook or through the Web Warrior Protocol pages. John, I'm sure you'll be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, I can pop in and answer anything that comes my way.
And as always, just comment down below with any thoughts you have or anything you need to know. John, sadly, you won't be able to attend this one.
I mean, it's bittersweet. I'm sad I can't attend, but I'm also quite happy that I'm on holiday at the same time. So
you won't be able to see John there, sadly, but I'll obviously be there running the day, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of familiar faces from within the Marvel community. So thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see. So guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Feel free to leave any thoughts you have down in the comments below, and let us know if we missed anything or made any mistakes when playing the game. I just want to give a big shout out to all of the supporters of Web Warrior Protocols that have made this all possible, and a big thank you to all of the channel's patrons. The support from Patreon goes towards buying new terrain and buying new models to be painted up to be used on the channel. If you'd like to support the channel through joining the Patreon, you can find a link to it down below in the description, as well as links to all of the channel's social media.